The work culture here is very dynamic. There is never a dull moment on the floor, and we have new interns to super experienced people, so there is a lot of energy. And I think the best work wise, personally, what I feel is there is a lot of ownership over here, which is not very common across IT sectors. So yeah, that is the USP.
The fact that every day is literally an adventure, be it putting out fires at work or just sitting around a bonfire and singing your hearts out, there's never a dull moment. This is what I love the most.
In LogiNext, female managers and colleagues here are smart, bold, free to speak up, and many times we support each other, cross functions under the same organization. That safe and open communication is always there with everyone. I think we all understood the criticality to create that space of trust, honesty, and support.
I like the environment here. People are very friendly, and yes, sometimes it is noisy, like while designing, but it is also required that people here around understand you well.
I think people, hands down, I think it's the energy on the floor, the ideas that people bring, the boldness that exists. People are freely moving about, expressing themselves. It's what makes this place great to work. But what is most important, I feel, apart from the boldness, is the pride that I feel they have when they talk about the product, when they talk about the feature or what they're doing. I think that's what makes this place beautiful to be in.
I feel every feature release is a proud moment for me. Every product session that goes well and our audience gets a lot of learning out of it is a proud moment for me. So, yeah.
As a business, I get to look at a lot of things. Being at a finance and a legal position, that gives me an opportunity to look into, look into almost everything of the business. As far as and I try and find opportunities there, so that the business goals and the opportunities that I get through looking into these documents or any financial transactions, I try to maximize them. That's I think is the biggest thing that I can achieve in the system.
Being in a recruitment industry from past like 6+ years of experience, proudest moment would be like knowing more in depth about the IT industry, and especially with the startups, and also like being LogiNext is one of the most upcoming unicorns right now in the market. So it has been a very great part to have a proper understanding about the market and everything. So which is like something which is upbuilding and upskilling my skill in the career life, I would say.
First is communication. You see, the best relationships break down when you are not communicating. Whether it's work or whether it's a personal life, I think having strong communication skills works. So you don't have to be eloquent, but you have to be able to articulate. You should be able to express your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings well across.
You have to be agile. Agile in the sense, you have to be when as I said, the one of the things that I like being here and doing is interacting with the young team, as well as it's also interacting with a very diverse team, or a non finance team that we usually end up conversing with, to understand each one of them, and then learning forward, and also teaching them the relevant aspects that are required for the growth of the business is something which is the most interactive way of growing in business. So obviously learning as well as directing the team in the right direction makes the most of it.
The ability to learn continuously, you should be able to grow and adapt. In today's situation is such that you have to be able to recover from a loss very quickly. So I think that urge to be in the continuous learning mode helps.
Never compare your journey with others. You have walked your own path all your life. You have struggled your own. You have seen different phases of your life which nobody else will ever understand. So maybe you are not at the place where you wanted to be, but it doesn't matter. Just compare what you wanted to be how far you have come through, how
Don't listen to the noise outside. You know what you're good at, keep your strengths in mind, and your weaknesses will just disappear. And this goes to everyone, regardless of your gender. Just be sure of what you're doing and keep at it. There's no other way.
I think whether it's business or whether it's personal life, if you know and understand how your finances are working and how your money is flowing, you are good to go.
Such revolution of women's empowerment in LogiNext lead to more motivated employees with high productivity, boosted our reputation in nurturing trust internally and externally, and also foster and enrich work culture globally.
When it comes to LogiNext, there is no bias as such. There is no bias thought that this is something female can do better or a male can do better. So I think that really sets the ground. Everything depends on your skill and your talent.
Yes, of course, LogiNext is taking a very good take wherein they have decided that they'll come to 50% of the gender equality. That is what I like. It is required.
I don't think they are differentiating anything specifically or saying here is something special we want to do for the women, and that's a good start, because what we want is a common play field, a common playground where we can play with the boys using the same set of rules. So at least that I feel on the floor does exist.
Happy International Women's Day to all the ladies in LogiNext.